Last but not least, Senior X30. What a race that was. Henry and DJ are still recovering up there, but you're going to have to catch your breath back again because this is going to be a cracker. Sometimes they say the best is till last. Is that going to be proven? We will find out on pole position. The privateer, the man taking it to the big teams, and the man trying to win just with his dad on the spanners there. Reggie Dewey, privateer, starting pole position. How does that feel?
Feels amazing. Like, all these teams, I've just poled it for the main final. Like, what more can I accomplish other than the win? So, yeah, what I've accomplished so far is just overwhelming, and I hope I can do the job.
You fought at the front in this race before. You think you can do it this time?
Oh yeah, 100%. Like, I'm a threat. So.
Well, you sound and look confident. Good luck, Reggie. He's going to be starting on pole position. However, one man trying to stop him is going to be Harry Platten on the outside of row number 1. You've got a clear view down to turn number 1. Think you can lead going down there?
It's going to be hard, but I'm going to try my best and just make sure to stay at the front the whole race and just go at it the last few laps.
See, it was a very tough race in the pre-final, wasn't it? We saw how close it was going to be. It's going to be a tough race, this.
Yeah, it's going to be just as tough as the pre-final, probably harder, but this is racing. This is a peak of the motorsport, so.
Well, best of luck. Harry Platten is going to be starting on the outside of the front row, on the inside of row number 2. Quite literally, his home race. We spoke to Paul Fletcher earlier ahead of this race. He said he was looking forward to this one. Thinks you can do it. You think you can do it?
Yeah, I'm confident. We've had a good few days racing, so it's tough competition, but yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah.
And Gus, you've worked your way up the order. You're on the inside of row 2 now. You're in a very, very good position. Some would say the second best place to be.
Yeah, definitely. I've started on the outside row a few times this weekend. It's made it quite tough, but yeah, the inside's definitely could be a benefit. We'll see, but yeah.
And how good would it feel like Oliver Hodgson to win as a PFI driver?
Yeah, definitely. That's the goal, isn't it? Surely to win at your own track. Yeah.
Good stuff. Gus Lawrence is going to go off the inside of row 2, off the outside of row number 2. A man who gained 4 places in the pre-final. You did the hard work there in the pre-final. Now you've only got to gain 3 more.
Yeah, try and do the best job that we can do. Obviously, didn't have a good start to the weekend with the first heat, but managed to make our way through all right.
This is a tough grid, isn't it? All the way up and down the grid, this is full of talented drivers. You're right at the front as well, so you've got to be happy.
Yeah, really happy. Just try and obviously get the win in the final, which is the main thing.
And how have you been getting yourself focused and calm for this one on the build-up? It's been a long wait for this for you, isn't it? So how have you been preparing?
Yeah, it's been a really long wait, but there's nothing you can do about it, so.
Well, best of luck, Thomas Turner. He's going to be on the outside of row 2. On the inside of row 3 is going to be Louis Westover. Louis, you're in a good position for this one?
Yeah, good position for the race. I think it's a long race, so anything can happen.
Well, you fought at the front in this many a time before. You think this is your year?
I'd like to think so, yeah. I'm going to give it my all.
Well, best of luck, Louis Westover. I think we're going to maybe get one more in. Caleb Marshall gets his good luck. Caleb, is the win coming your way today?
Hopefully. I'm feeling good about it.
And you feel you've built up throughout the weekend, now you can go and do the business?
Yeah, exactly. Should be a good one.
Well, best of luck to Caleb Marshall. Can he follow in the man who runs his team, Dan Holland, who won this in 2006? We're going to walk down to the front of the grid and see them off. It's been a fantastic race. Off they go, Senior X30. Let's go.
There we are. I was getting into there.
You're cheering up there,
Go on, Chris. Go on, Chris. Give us some welly. Here we go, then. The grid for race number 60. The final race of Kartmasters 2021. Reggie Dewey and Harry Platten on row 1. Gus Lawrence and Thomas Turner on row 2.
Row number 3, Louis Westover, Caleb Marshall, Thomas Fleming, the PF plate, wanting to win here with Oliver Greetham alongside on row 4.
Row number 5, Cole Kilner for McBarrett Racing and Caden McQueen. Row 6, Matthew Higgins and Teddy Pritchard Williams once again. Big hello to his sister Molly watching at home.
Alessandro Serenetti, Archie Tillett on row 7 with Matthew Hudson and Brad Pennell on row 9.
Row 10, row 9 is Darryl DeLeon and Sam Heading. Then it's row 10, Casper Scusa and Lucas Ellingham.
Marcus Littlewood, Lewis Gilbert on row 11 with Ben Watson and Derek Morgan rounding out row number 12.
Del Boy on an MS kart, not his trusty Gillard. Then it's Louis Johnson Cool and Charlie Cole, Jack Dex himself and Adam Fitzgerald.
Matthew Hogarth on row 15 with Paddy Walsh, the 74 privateer on row 15. Tyler Reid, and Oren England, the 72, just behind on row 16.
Oscar Joyce, Piers Pryor and Charlie Lamb round out the field. 60 races, or 59 races in the books. 1 to go. Mr. Excitement, Sudbury's Reggie Dewey will bring them to the line.
Is it going to be a clean start first time for Senior X30? Yes, it is. Green flag out. Away they go into turn 1. Good start there. Caden McQueen is in that mid-pack there. Gets that job done there nicely as they go up the hill now through the banking. Good start all the way through the field. Can they all get over the bridge cleanly? That's the main question. Yes, they can.
Good start. That is what Reggie Dewey needed. It's also what Harry Platten wanted. Harry Platten converted that outside starting position into P2, but Gus Lawrence is the one having to defend from P3. He's got the 2 Dan Holland Racing karts of Fleming and Louis Westover. Chasing him down, and behind, that's Tyler Reid out of the race. The driver from Whedon, Tyler Reid, is going slowly. Also the number 161 kart, and yet the number 161 kart if Louis Johnson Cool slowing down. So we're down 2 karts already.
That is a big shame. It's an exhaust that's come off for
Reid's
car.
I would imagine with the help of someone else's nose cone.
Potentially.
So, 1 lap in the books. Dewey leads Platten, and then a gap to Lawrence in 3rd, and then a trio of Dan Holland karts. Westover 4th, Fleming 5th, Marshall 6th, and then it's Thomas Turner.
Fleming's just gone down the inside of Westover, has moved up now into P4 as they go through, and it looks like Caden Marshall has also made that move done as well.
Well, out of hairpin number 2 we go. There goes Thomas Turner up the inside of Louis Westover, and also the number 6 kart of Caden McQueen trying to get involved as well. That's Caden McQueen maybe moving up to P7. Did he? Yes, he did. Thomas Turner there. Then it's the number 26, Cole Kilner for the McBarrett Racing team in the top 10, running in 9th position. Matthew Higgins, the Welshman who's done 2 classes this weekend, runs in 10th in kart number 75 ahead of Ellingham, Serenetti, Archie Tillett, Pennell, Hudson, and then DeLeon, Heading, Scooser, Gilbert down in 19th place, and Marcus Littlewood.
Good start then from these driver. Warning flag going out to Piers Pryor. But fastest lap of the race goes to Gus Lawrence in 3rd place, the PF International Karting driver.
And he has closed that gap, and we've got our first lead change. Harry Platten to the inside of Reggie Dewey to take over top spot. Lawrence has closed it. It's now a 3-way dance the front of the field. Now these 3 have got to try and maybe work together, because the Dan Holland Racing drivers are beginning to gang up behind, and they will work together to head towards the front. Thomas Turner also in the mix.
Fleming leading that pack, the PF plate in 4th place as they start to close in. The gap is about a second between the 2 groups. Top 3 at the moment breaking away, but as they start squabbling, that will change. But as they go across the line, Platten now leads from Dewey and Lawrence. Fleming still there in 4th. What's the gap? It has closed down a bit now, but there is the 55.
Teddy Pritchard Williams, my honorary Welshman.
That's a shame there.
Gets going, but he's right down in the back of the pack is the privateer driver from Little Limber.
Yep, indeed. There's another lead change there as Gus Lawrence goes down the inside of Platten, and Dewey moves up into the lead now as they go through, and that is allowing the trio, of Fleming, Marshall and Thomas Turner to close in on these 3. Like Thomas Turner, Chris was talking to him there, said he didn't have the best week. He came out of his kart in one of the heats after a failed overtake at turn 1. He's battered, he's bruised, but he's back here in the final and he's fighting for that win.
Battered, bruised, but unbridled as he heads towards the front. He's in 6th position. The first, behind the 2 Dan Holland karts in that green and white Strawberry Racing Tony kart machine. But it's Gus Lawrence who leads. But how much longer? Harry Platten looks at the inside. That costs Harry Platten a little bit of momentum. Dewey capitalises to move back into P2. as they cross the bridge, and these 6 are now beginning to edge away from the 7th and 8th place battle, which is Caden McQueen in the number 6 and Louis Westover in the number 232. Jack Dex, Jack Dex, team boss, gets a warning flag after all the time he sits there and tells the driver, now no contact, no contact. He goes out there and fires into someone. Well done, well done.
When I came up after lunch before the finals, he was outside waiting to go into the scrutineers.
Oh.
Well, the scrutineers stewards, I should say.
Oh, well, at least he's trying.
Hey, he's pushing it. You're not crashing, you're not trying out.
Well, something like that. Now, Lawrence, Dewey and Platten out of this event. So Mark Litchfield won this event the first time it was held back in 2014. Ben Barnicoat won it in 2015. Then it was none other than 2017 World Karting Champion Danny Curl won it in 2016. Then Barnicoat won it again in 17, 18 and 19. And Oliver Hodgson won it a year ago.
Now, when was the last time a privateer won a GP plate?
Oh, I'm going to have to 9 minutes and 39 seconds to think about it. I cannot remember, if I am honest. It's been a long time. Somebody can help me on the live chat. I will think about it.
There we go. Let's hope someone out there is cleverer than us two put together, which is not actually that difficult to do. 9 minutes to go, plus 1 lap here at the front of the pack. Lawrence leading comfortably from Dewey. Support on the track. Why doesn't Dewey pull off one of his around the outside special moves? Well, I expect to see one, I suspect, but maybe not so soon into the race.
Theo McCurris, 2018 Cadet Honda. I thank you.
There we go.
Last privateer winner. And Karting Mania, I beat you to it. Anthony, I hadn't looked at the screen. Yeah. Theo McCurris, 2018 Cadet Honda. There we go. Karting Mania, well done.
There we go. Yeah, more comments coming in confirming that. So it's been 3 years then since a privateer has won a GP plate. Can Reggie do it, the 66 plate, this time around? Let's find out.
We're going to find out in about 8.5 minutes plus 1 lap's time. And yeah, Craig Evans, Tom Faulkner also remembering Theo's win there. But, through the Mike Wilson complex, Lawrence, Dewey. And again, this is now the part of the race where the drivers are just settling into a rhythm. They're trying to work together. But the PF plate of Fleming has not given up yet. He's pulled away a little bit from Thomas Turner in 5th and Caleb Marshall in 6th. Westover runs 7th. McQueen is 8th. Lucas Ellingham is 9th. Kiln the 10th. Then it's Pennell, Serenetti, Tillett, Higgins, DeLeon, Scusa, Dex, Heading, Morgan, Hudson, Littlewood. For the back of the grid, Charlie Lamb, 22nd. Behind them, it's Gilbert, Cole, England, Pryor, Hogarth, Watson, Walsh, Fitzgerald, Joyce, and Louis Johnson Cool. Oliver Greetham, sadly, has retired after starting so well for the S8 racing team. Teddy Pritchard Williams, we saw go out, and Tyler Reid also has gone out. We are now in to the middle part of this race, and Gus Lawrence still leads. So Lawrence, driver number 5 from West Tilbury. Drivers of the karting fans of a certain age will remember Tilbury with a very, very fond, you know, Castrol R-filled eye. Down at Tilbury Docks, that's where champions were all made and arguments were sorted out in the car park, well and truly.
Spark Eagle joins the chat saying hopefully Fleming can catch them.
Well, Sparky believes.
Yeah, Sparky believes he's wanting these 3 to battle, but at the moment they are not battling because they are working together, the frenemies, to pull away from the danger that is the PF plate of Thomas Fleming. Marshall as well there as well. Thomas Turner has moved up into P5 as well. 1 position down from where he was originally started, but is moving back up the order, working together. We'll keep an eye on the gap, but at the moment it's 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, fastest lap, Caleb Marshall, 57.70. He is in 6th position and has got a lot of work to do to try and catch him. That's a big gap. That's a big gap between the top 3. Although Fleming not out of this one yet. Yep, they do need to battle though to bring Fleming into contention. They've got 6 minutes to go, and again, this is smart racing from Dewey and from Platten and from Lawrence. Now, Lawrence is defending. Lawrence is not going to attempt to defend. Even if Dewey makes a move, Lawrence is going to just let him go because, he, you know, that's That's the way that these seniors drive. They do use the grey matter a little bit. Not much, just a little.
Just a schmickle.
Just a tad.
A little more than a smidge, that. 5.5 minutes to go, plus that one additional lap. These three breaking away from the pack. That gap has opened up more to 1.7 seconds.
Yep, and you can just see, so Dewey just following in his wheel. They're towing each other around. Now Thomas Turner has got back on terms with the PF plate of Thomas Fleming, so Turner will maybe try and push the Dan Holland Racing kart as much as he can. As they come under the bridge, that's a good push from Turner on Fleming. Louis Westover is right there as well, the third kart in the second group, and also joining the party behind them are Caleb Marshall and again Caden McQueen in 8th position. Then is the first real gap back to Lucas Ellingham in 9th. Turner passes Fleming for 4th place.
Let's see what happens here. Down the inside there, once more goes Platten on Dewey. Dewey now down into 3rd. 5-second time penalty though for Darrell DeLay on the 1:4.14.
The artist formerly known as Darrell Taylor.
Yes, that is a shame there. Currently, where is Darrell DeLay on? He is in 15th place at the moment. So 4.5 minutes to go. Over the start-finish line they go. Gus Lawrence now with a small advantage, 0.4 of a second, but Fleming still 2.85 seconds off this battle.
Platten made one move to pass Reggie Dewey. It cost them both about 10 kart lengths, and it's taken them nearly a lap to almost get it back, and they haven't got it back yet.
No, they haven't. Into the braking zone of hairpin 1. Again, all is calm at the top 3, waiting for that unwritten rule to come in. Wait for the last 2 laps before everything goes.
Oh yes, oh yes. You think there's less than 4 minutes to go. That is an awful long time in kart racing. An awful long time.
Look at Caden McQueen there, the number 6, right behind Thomas Turner there in P6. The driver had a brilliant season last year in the British Kart Championship season, and here at Kartmasters wanting to get up a little further, but they're also waiting for those front 3 to start battling. But these two,
Fleming's defending. That's not going to help him. Castellinas a year ago, Caden McQueen went head-to-head with Danny Curl. Now he's up the inside, and he swoops past Thomas Turner. Wow, he just about made that a gap big enough to fit his Mad Croc through.
Oh, that was a good little lunge down the inside there. Down the inside again, though, goes Westover, the 2-3-2. Yeah, getting that job done. And look, you see the hand gestures from McQueen there, just saying it's fine. Go.
Westover just slid it in there, and Thomas Fleming got out of the gas. That almost was a huge teammate incident there. Westover just left his braking a fraction late, and luckily they both come out, although Fleming has now dropped back into the clutch of number 99, Lucas Ellingham. Here comes Ellingham in the Jack Dex Racing MS kart, and that's Caleb Marshall now trying to pick over the bones of that one.
Yep, indeed, very close here for this pack, but this isn't even a podium battle.
McQueen is 4th, but he's 5 seconds behind the top 3.
So even if any of those top 3 got a penalty, they're still on the podium if they carry on pulling away.
Stand, 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to go. This is the point of Kartmasters where I usually blow a gasket in the commentary box. The top 3 are making us wait, though. Lawrence, Platten, and Dewey. They come to watch the 4th place battle go through hairpin number 1. The lead battle is going up the start-finish straight, and it's still just simmering along. No one has showed their full hand yet.
Not yet. I'll keep an eye on it out the window, but at the moment with 90 seconds plus that 1 lap to go, we're watching here the battle for 5th place, currently being led by Thomas Turner. Westover there just behind as well, and the 26 of Cole Kilner as well for Mick Barrett Racing. Coming into play here, out the final corner they go. McQueen leading the pack here, but has opened up a slight advantage now.
Yep. Well, McQueen 4th, Turner 5th. The leaders are coming down towards hairpin number 1. Oh, and I think with a minute to go, we've rung the dinner bell. It's game on at the front. There we are. We picked them up. It's still Lawrence leading. Dewey is Dewey!
Dewey!
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Platten goes through. Platten goes through. Dewey stuck it up the inside. Lawrence defended.
Oh my goodness me, that was a huge nose cone moment there, and that could end disaster for Dewey in this race. Oh goodness me.
Well, I mean, it's not over yet. We'll have to see.
Over.
We'll have to see, yes. The urge to lunge is strong, my Padawan. That's what Reggie was going through his mind.
Yes, it is right. What can Caden McQueen do? Because look, now he's closed up. The gap was 5 seconds. It's now only 2 seconds now. We've still got 2 laps to go. There was 15 seconds left on the board. We've still got 2 laps. My goodness me, it could all end in tears here for Senior X30. It's the final race of the weekend. 60 races completed so far. I am about at my wit's end after this 3 days, but here we go. Timer strikes 0. Platten leads from Lawrence, from Dewey, but Dewey potentially with a nose cone issue.
Westover.
Yep, further back.
Westover. Oh, Charlie Lang gets a 5-second penalty. Harry Platten. So, go back to about 2014 when Harry Platten was part of the BRK team in Cadet Honda. He stayed with the BMR Restart team all the way through. His dad Ben has run him and has turned into an absolute superstar in karting. 3rd in last year's British Championship. Potentially now just 1 lap away from a GP plate. Platten leads Gus Lawrence by 9/10 of a second, with Reggie Dewey a further couple of tenths back, and then the back will be watching on screen for the lower positions. But Harry Platten is inching towards a victory. He comes into the first corner at the first hairpin and he's miles clear. Platten has got this, and he capitalised on that incident between Lawrence and Dewey.
Caden McQueen could still be in for a shot here for a podium if Dewey does get a nose cone and finishes less than 5 seconds down the road. But here, the number 3, Platten. He has had an absolutely fantastic day all the way through this weekend as well. Out of the final corner he goes. On to the start-finish straight. Checkered flag goes out to Harry Platten, the number 3. Gus Lawrence in second, and Reggie Dewey, the privateer, crosses in 3rd place.
Well, what a drive from Harry Platten. What a race from Gus Lawrence. And what a drive. And there you go. Sportsmanship all around between the top 3. That is what you want to see. Now Caden McQueen comes at there. Harry Platten is going to be a very popular winner. We say that you look at the reaction of the other drivers that tell the story, and Harry Platten has just been congratulated by the 3 drivers he has just beaten to victory in the biggest single event of the year. Oh, number 94, Ben Watson. He's decided to park and watch the slow down lap from the field.
I think something broke.
Maybe something broke there, sadly. Harry Platten, Gus Lawrence and Reggie Dewey. Well, we've got Platten for the BMR Restart team, Lawrence for the PF International team, Reggie Dewey at the moment holding the candle for the privateers. You know, that is what you want to see. The 2 teams that fought, the 3 drivers that fought it out there, none of the biggest. But now let's have a look. Here we go.
We need to see if that nose cone is okay.
Oh,
he's gone past it.
He's gone past. There's a bit of a lively discussion there. Well, there we go. I mean, for the drivers, for the people watching on the live stream there, we're getting some great commentary there from Gus Lawrence. We're keeping it quiet because, yeah, Gus, I think it's safe to say, Anthony, that Gus Lawrence and Reggie Dewey aren't on each other's Christmas card list at the moment.
At the moment, I think you could be right there.
But Reggie's happy. He comes 3rd.
Reggie is happy. It doesn't look like that nose cone worry came to fruition.
No, I mean, it was a proper. To all that bothered, am I bothered? Am I bothered? It was a proper Catherine Tate moment. I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know, but again, you know, to say he's a privateer on the podium at there, so that shows you that again. We've said it before. If you're committed, you want to do this as a family. You do it to the highs and the lows. There is still room at the very top table of British karting for the lad and dad team, or the lass and dad team, the mum and dad team. No, who knows? You get my meaning, Anthony.
I get your meaning.
It's been a long weekend. Now let's have a look. We're going to go. back there. So Gus Lawrence, who drove fantastically, and again, Lawrence, he was simply defending his second place going into the hairpin. Reggie, coming at Mr. Excitement himself, saw the grass, thought, right, 2 wheels in the grass, that doesn't stop me, I'm going to have a go anyway.
He didn't he? And well, it was a very tactical final, I have to say, Grand Prix as well, and just watching them go through.
Now,
it all kicked off near the end.
You're wondering why he's not got a penalty. Well, the nose cone drops. If you make contact rear bump at the front nose cone, then that pushes the nose cone down and the bracket drops.
Yes.
Reggie Dewey went into the rear bumper of Gus Lawrence's car and it pushed the nose cone up.
Yeah, it kind of folded in on itself.
So it folded in and it didn't drop the nose cone. So there
look at the you can see the damage on it there.
Yeah. Oh, no. I think we're going to see a very, very happy Harry Platten. We're going to see a somewhat rambunctious Reggie Dewey. I'm not quite sure what we're going to see from Gus Lawrence, but aren't you glad that Chris McCarthy's got to deal with all this? He's down in the grid. Over to you, Chris.
Thank you very much, Henry. Yes, Harry Platten comes down. He has won the 2021 Kartmasters British Kart Grand Prix in Senior X30. Gus Lawrence finishes in second place, and finishing in third place will be Reggie Dewey. Harvey Ryby, his teammate, Harry Platten's teammate, finished on the podium in Junior X30, and Team BMR have gone and taken the win in Senior X30. Harry Platten, let's go over and have a word. Wow. A fantastic drive. You kept the pressure on all the way to the end there, and then you just about clinched it at the end. How does it feel to be champion?
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Obviously one of the biggest kart races in the UK of the year. To come away on top spot's amazing. I've got to say, fair play to these two. They kept me honest the whole way through, just trying to keep on them. And then towards the end, you just got to make sure you're there to pick up the pieces, and I did.
Because there are hardly any mistakes made from all three of you the whole race. You were really keeping each other honest, weren't you? It was a really, really tough race, I'm sure, both physically and mentally.
Yeah, well, every kart race is hard, but this one, the Kartmasters every year, is just stupendous, but it's amazing feeling to win it.
And you had the team had a podium in juniors, and now you've gone and taken the win in seniors.
Yeah, it's great for the team. I've got to say a big thank you to my family, the team, my mechanic, everyone who's come to support this weekend. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them.
Well, congratulations, Harry Platten is your champion in Senior X30. Well done, Team BMR. Second place, Gus Lawrence. Gus Lawrence, I know you're going to be hugely disappointed. You led for a lot of that race. You didn't make any mistakes whatsoever. I know you're gutted, but second place is still a good result, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously the competition this weekend's been tough, and yeah, led that race for 3/4 of it, I'm guessing, and then sadly it came to an end like that, really. But just, I guess, racing incident, and it happens. And you're racing on your home track. Paul Fletcher is here. I know you'll be gutted you couldn't go one better, but nevertheless, a podium in the biggest kart race of the year, it's got to feel good. Yeah, podium. It's great. It's a shame for it to end in a crash, really. It's nice to have a proper race, but yeah, it's just how it goes sometimes. I guess that'll make you all the more hungry to come and win it next year, right? Yeah, definitely. Who would you like to thank? Paul Fletcher for supplying the kit we're racing on. Obviously racing at his track, my mechanic, Stephen, and yeah, my parents as well, so yeah, it's been great. Well done, Gus Lawrence, second place in Senior X30. Let's go and speak to Reggie Dewey, who finished on the podium. Reggie, you were in that all the way through, wasn't it? Of course, as a privateer, it must feel good to be on the podium.
Yeah, I've just took it to him all weekend, and to fight for the win, it's an amazing feeling. There's such a little person like me. Would have been nice, if Gus didn't have his own rules in defending and that, but it's whatever. I'm happy. I've shown myself. I've proved myself. I've made my dad proud, my family proud, and that. Everyone who supports me and that over there, they're like amazing. Like, I'm on top of the world, so I'm happy. I know you'll be gutted not to get the win, but you definitely showed you had the pace to go and do it. Yeah, that's all it's about. I come here to win, and when I've got the pace to do so, I'm happy as much, so I've got no complaints at all. Who would you like to thank? Of course, I know your dad's always on the Spanish for you. It's just been the two of you this weekend. Who else would you like to thank? Because you got a lot of support at the side. Well, my old man, first of all, he's literally everything to me. If without him, I'm nothing. So Yeah, it's just him. He's my #1 supporter. Obviously, Mum, she's amazing. She's the best supporter. Chief's the... I don't know what to call him. Support, I guess. I don't know. Thank baby Jesus, yeah, and Ash and my cousin Rachel. So, yeah.
Let's give a round for Reggie Dewey, the Dewey Army over there. Give him a round of applause. 3rd place. Well done. Well done, Reggie Dewey. Well, guys, DJ, I want to start with you. What a fantastic day of racing.
Oh, it definitely was, wasn't it? I mean, it's been a fantastic weekend all around, though, hasn't it? I mean, from Friday through to Saturday and Sunday, just absolutely action-packed all the way through.
You've been in our commentary box all weekend calling all 3 days of action, haven't you? So you've just about got your voice, I think.
I think I've just about got my voice left over. Yeah, I think presentation's coming up later, and I'll be doing that as well. So I'll have to try and save a little bit for that, just so we can get some extra enthusiasm out of the crowd.
And talk us through some of the memorable moments we've had over this weekend, because there's been some fantastic stories, hasn't there?
Well, there has been, of course. You've got to think Macaulay Bishop as well. His start, the Mini X30, the red flag to the back of the grid to the front, absolutely fantastic as well. That's got to be one. I think one that we saw in the finals just there as well, Mr. Cox, Jack Cox as well, upside down, drops his kart back, carries on the race as well. Obviously, I want to make sure that the other driver's okay as well, yeah, and all the drivers as well with that one. But, you know, very memorable moments all the way throughout, and I'd say for my first Kartmasters, I can't wait to come back next year.
Yeah, you've done a fantastic job. So on behalf of all the viewers, thank you for all the work you did up there in the commentary box this week.
No, thank you. Thanks to all the viewers as well. You've been absolutely amazing on the stream.
DJ, let's go over to Henry. Well, Henry, you've been here many Kartmasters. It wouldn't be Kartmasters without you. We saved you till Sunday. Where does that one rank amongst all of them?
Do you know what? For me, that's one of the best. The racing was fantastic, but we've all been through so much. This last 18 months has been, you know, horrendous for lots of people. Racing and karting is back. To have the spectators in the grandstands, to have them out on there. It's just normality has never felt so good. The drivers delivered. Glad that everyone is okay. I know we got 1 or 2 that have maybe got a few bumps and bruises. Big hello to Kean Garrity, you know, hope that he's okay and all that. But it's just fantastic to have, you know, top-level kart racing back, and us to be able to enjoy it with our karting friends and family. That's the most special thing for me.
Yeah, it took you a while to get to the commentary box this morning because you were catching up with a lot of people you maybe haven't seen for a little while. The spirit of Kartmasters was really here, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, since COVID hit, you know, sort of you're not really supposed to go in the paddock. You know, everyone's sort of keeping themselves, being socially distant. So to be able to just walk through the paddock and see people without the masks on, to see the smiling faces, the scowling faces, the excited kids and all that, you know, that's really special. You know, you don't realise what you've got till it's gone.
Do you think this event has really set off karting back to where almost where it was?
I hope so. I really hope so, because as you've seen today on the live stream, a massive well done to the whole Alpha crew there for putting on a fantastic broadcast. But the people, I mean, coming here today, I've seen people that I haven't seen for 10 years that have been able to come up to a kart meeting for the first time, you know, since COVID hit, and that's really special. So yeah, hopefully karting, it never went away, but it's back properly now.
And a word for the Orange Army, of course, who've kept us, and the medics who kept us all safe this weekend.
Yeah, as always, Trent Valley Kart Club, the home of British karting. The medics, the volunteers, the timekeepers, the people that run race control, above all else, the marshals. We saw this weekend that motorsport, no matter how safe you make it, is a dangerous occupation. Without the Trent Valley Kart Club, volunteers and marshals giving up their time, none of this would have happened today. Obviously, there's been a bit of a poll cast over the weekend what happened there, just to show us how important the marshals are. And for all the drivers, when they're leaving the circuit, you know, whether you've won, lost, happy and sad, don't forget, just when the marshals come up to shake your hands and say well done, which they do, because the marshals do this because they love karting like we do, you know, yeah, just say, all right, you know, shake their hand instead of just, you know, because there's things more important than winning a kart race.
It's been great to see you here again, Henry. It's been really great. It's been a while since we've seen each other, so it's been great to see you.
I know, you've got a big thing, and I've just got fatter and bolder. What's going on there? But yeah, no, it's been great to work with you again. A big well done to everybody. Thank you, everyone at Alpha, and for all the viewers keeping us on our toes. Well done to this man, Anthony, Andrew, Delilah, Jordan, for holding the fort, you know, and to Jack Oliphant as well for yesterday, and for you all 3 days. Fantastic. Loved it. Well,
I think that wraps it up nicely. Well done to you both from all three of us here. Thank you very much for watching. This has been the 2021 Kartmasters British Kart Grand Prix. If that isn't enough of an advert to come back next year, I don't know what is. We'll see you then.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, on to our final of the race podiums, and the special awards will be coming up a little bit later after this. We shall start with our third place driver. Please, a huge round of applause for Senior X30's privateer driver number 66, Reggie Dewey. Mr. Chris Walker, grab your photos. There we go. Everyone else, grab your photos. Not yet, not yet, not yet. You put that down.
Oh, I'm getting them all. I'm doing a lot.
Hold on yet, hold on yet, hold on yet. On to our second place driver. On to our second place driver. Huge round of applause, please, for... Well done. On to our second place driver for Senior X30, the PF International Karting Team's number 5, Gus Lawrence.
I'm ready.
No one will have any fizz left after this podium. Right, now... Excellent. On to our race winner then from Senior X30. A huge round of applause, please, for the number 3 BMR driver, Harry Platten. And again, awarding the GP plate and the ticket to the Miami World Finals, James Mills.
Pick.
Take your pick, yep. Keep the lids on. Right, we'll have a quick chat then with our race winner, number 3, Harry Platten. There we go, more photos coming in. Harry, lots of support here for you. Again, a great result. Kartmasters must be a good feeling for you.
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I just can't thank everyone who's been involved enough. This is all because of them. It's a great race, great end to the weekend as well.
It was a tough weekend all the way around. Of course, we had the wet weather, we had the dry weather. Again, lots of tactics involved as well. But at the end of it, coming away with a GP plate and an Miami World Finals ticket must be, again, great feeling. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. I just want to thank all of my family, everyone who's come to support me, Grice for the engines and my mechanic as well.
Excellent stuff. Right, bottles at the ready. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, wait. Oh, Chris wants his photos first. Don't get the camera wet.
I'm getting all the others.
Are we ready? Champagne! Well, at least we got to the last podium before that happened. Oh, and you dropped your lid as well. Oh, goodness gracious me. Oh, dear. Has anyone got a broom? We might need one. Excellent stuff. Another huge round of applause, please, for your Senior X30s. Right, now we go on to our special awards for the Kartmasters weekend, and we start with the Bruno Ferrari Trophy. Now this goes out to an Miami cadet or X30 junior driver from the Ferrari family as the selector. Can we get a huge round of applause, please, for junior X30 number 11, Marcus Luzio, winning £100 donated by the Ferrari family. Yeah, grab your trophies, grab your trophies. Where's Mr. Chris Walker? That's a big old trophy, that is. Can you lift it? And presented, of course, yes, by Mr. Steve Miller. Forgot to mention that bit. I won't forget the next one. Promise. Excellent stuff.
Nearly made the podium, made 16 places up. Yeah.
Excellent. Of course, well, an excellent result there for Marcus Lutzio. Of course, a very tough race, gaining several positions in the final, of course, gaining up 16 places to get almost onto the podium after a very tough weekend. So a great result there for Marcus Lutzio. On to now our second special award. We present the Tony Hanley Trophy, and this will be presented by Mr. Nigel Edwards, who joins us on the podium now. A Honda Cadet driver who has shown resilience, perseverance and determination over the Kartmasters race weekend, is selector of the Clark team, and a huge round of applause. And wins an RI CK6 helmet as well, custom one, as a courtesy of Project One. Thank you, Mr. Nigel Edwards, thank you. Huge round of applause, please, for Honda driver number 23, Aris Majuskas. Exceptional resilience. I suspect. Lovely big trophy, that one. He's just coming up now. Excellent stuff. Round of applause, please, for Aris Majuskas. Right, on to our next trophy, the Nicholas Lewis Trophy. This will be presented by Danielle Short, who comes up now. Now, this trophy is towards a Junior Max driver posting the fastest lap of, or in, the Grand Prix this weekend. And that will go to the number 4 Junior Max driver, Sam Gornall. Fastest lap all weekend. There we go, in Junior Max. And, of course, winning a 2022 Trent Valley Kart Club membership. I need to get me one of those. Excellent stuff. Well done there to Sam Gornall. We head now to our next award, the Delta Racewear Award. Now, this award will be awarded by Theo Makuris here, who unfortunately didn't take part this weekend, which is unfortunate. Your first one you've not taken part in, is it, Theo? So this, of course, goes to the driver gaining the most places in their Grand Prix. And that award goes to a familiar face, Honda 23, Aris Majuskas. A look of surprise on your face there. Did you not know you'd gained the most places in your Grand Prix? Again, presenting the award, Theo Makuris. That's definitely one you don't want to drop. And a custom-designed race suit donated by Delta Racewear as well. So with a new helmet donated by Project One, you got a new race suit as well. You got a full kit. move on to our 5th special award. This one is the Spirit of Kartmasters Award. I say I like the sound of that one. It will be presented by Danielle Short, and it was the selector, Danielle Short, as well. The driver who has portrayed great spirit during the course of the Kartmasters weekend. Big round of applause, please, for Minimax driver 37, Reg Hayward. Reg also winning the KartSim software donated by KartSim as well, so you can practice those laps around the track as well while you're at it. Big smile, come on, you can hear everyone there. Excellent, round of applause please for Reg Hayward. Spirit of Kartmasters Award, again presented by Daniel Short. Now, on to our final special award. This one, well, this one's a biggie. It's the Driver of the Day Award, and it will be presented by Mr. Nigel Edwards with his daunting clipboard, who he hasn't got now, which is good because he's not as threatening without his clipboard. And, of course, getting the entry and practice to all 4 rounds of the Autumn Cup here at Trent Valley Kart Club. A huge round of applause, please, for Junior Max driver number 40, Jamie Perrelli. Has he bolted? Oh, dear me. We were on such a good record. We were doing well, weren't we, Nige? No, he's gone. Well, excellent stuff. Well, the award will go to himself, and yes, we there we go, Nigel. You get your photos there. Well, again, excellent stuff. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, you have all enjoyed Kartmasters 2021, of course, sponsored by Redline. Nigel, you've got a word?
Big thank you, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed the podium. We're nearly back to normal, not quite, but brilliant. Great to see you. Thank you.
Excellent stuff. Great words there from Neil. And again, thank you very much, guys. Have a safe drive home. And now photos, I think, are going to start, aren't they?